our phone, let's just go to www.mentimeter.com. www.mentimeter. Mentimeter is spelled MENTIMETER, mentimeter.com. So once you get that, Mentimeter will ask for a code that you are going to enter so that you can actually join the survey. Even those that are joining us online can also participate in the process. The code is 89144712. 89. Should we go to the next question? So, going to the next question. The next question, did you put what you learned into practice in the past 1 month? Yes, no, cannot remember again. Yes, no, cannot remember again. Okay, we have the votes. Okay, the next question, can you briefly explain how you put it into practice? Can you briefly explain? Okay, can you briefly explain how you put this into practice? Yes, no. That one is not going to be yes, no. You are going to explain. So you already have the column. You are going to explain that. So whatever you are pressing, it's going to be reflecting here. Yes. So this one is not going to be yes, no. So you will type. So whatever you type, your response will actually show here. Your response will show on the screen. Waiting. Okay. We have true daily time audit and time management practice. I got to my workplace and timed myself according to my deliverables for day 1. And at the end of the day, I was able to meet up 78%. I like that testimony. Do we have other? All right. So if we have more, we can. Yeah. Did you encounter in the past month? Do you encounter any challenge in the past month in terms of proper time management? Is there any challenge? Yes, no. That one is actually straight. Do you, okay, we have a vote. Yes. Did you encounter any challenge in the past month? Okay, we have 2 years. All right, let's go to the next one. If yes, were you able to solve it? If yes, were you able to solve the encounter? If yes, were you able to solve the encounter? Yes, no. If yes, okay, you were able to solve, yes. So, yes. All right, that's fine. And the last one, if no, will you be willing to discuss about it? So, for us, we said yes. So, this question will not actually be relevant because, okay, if you are encountering no, will you be able to discuss that? Maybe as we progress, then we'll be able to continue. So that's the end of the survey. That's the end of the Mentimeter. Our results. I'm going to show us our results in subsequent screen, but it may not be now. So we'll go straight to the presentation for today. If we are having new people, I would have taken us through. But last month, as a form of revision, we talked about time management, what time management is all about. Then we talk about other entities of time management like better work quality, more time to work on strategic or creative projects. Then we talk about less stress, and we also talk about less procrastination. And we talk about different P's. We talk about 5 P's, which is prioritize. What's the second one? Plan. What's the third one? Procrastinate. What's the first one? Productivity. And the last one, positivity. So we were able to trash, prioritize, plan, procrastinate. So we are left with productivity and positivity. Actually, we talk about prioritize, so I wouldn't want to talk more on that. I want us to go straight to today's discussion. And I have that. Let's start today's discussion with one big question. Let's start today's discussion with what? One big question that we are going to discuss on. And what is that question? This is the question. Let's read. Can we read? Is it possible to outgrow procrastination? Is it possible to outgrow procrastination? Is it possible to outgrow procrastination? Is it possible? Yes, it's very possible. It's very possible to outgrow procrastination. So today we will talk on productivity. And before I talk on productivity, it's actually very important for each and every one of us to know this issue of productivity. Because we actually need to be productive now. Why? There is no employer that we want to employ someone that is not productive, especially in this era of AI. In this era of AI, every one of us, we actually need to step up our game in terms of productivity. So today, we will dwell more on this issue of productivity. But before we talk on that, I want us to discuss, what do we understand by productivity? What does it mean to be productive? All right.
To be productive means
maximize use of time, deliver. Thank you very much. To maximize good use of time and to deliver within the shortest time possible. As a matter of fact, that is what AI is doing. Like I watched a video. A video was saying, see the way AI dressed my room. AI dressed my room even more than my wife. In that video, that was what that video said. I just laughed. And that is what it means to be productive, that AI will do many things within the shortest time possible. And that is why, as humans, we actually need to step up our productivity. Thank you for that definition. It said the state or quality of being productive. Productivity refers to the ability of an individual or organization to work efficiently within that time in order to maximize output. It's disheartening these days that our rate of productivity is diminishing by the day, even in the place of work, even as a country as a whole. Our rate of productivity is actually what? Is actually reducing by and by and by. You will see an organization maybe having like 20, 30 employees. But at the end of the day, when you measure their rate of productivity, it will not match up with the number of employees that they have. Why? Because productivity is low. And that is why a particular job that one needs to do within the shortest time, some people delay beyond normal. So, ability to be efficient in order to maximize output. This is what I want us to discuss more on. Say habits of what? Productive people. Habits of what? Productive people. Productive people, they work smarter, not harder. Is it the same thing? Working smarter, working harder. They are not the same. Can we talk about what makes the difference? You can see it.
Working smarter means using less energy.
Less energy.
Resources.
Mm.
Input.
Mm.
Generate the best possible outcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Working smarter, not harder. If working harder is synonymous to having more money, those people that dig well ought to be the richest. Am I correct? Those people that dig well, because those people that dig well, those people that break rocks, they ought to be what? They ought to be the richest. But reverse is the case. So habit of productive people, they work smarter, not harder. That is very important. Now, let's look at this. What does this picture typify? Before I have, okay? Multitasking. She's typing, the same person holding ruler, the same person phone, the same person writing, the same person a cup of tea, the same person taking apple, the same person trying to use lens. Multitasking. The question is it good to multitask? It's good. It's good to multitask. It's good to multitask. Why?
Saves time.
Okay. It increases productivity. How will you feel if I say productive people don't multitask? The definition of multitasking in our home context, as we have said that I did little here, I did little here, I did little here, I did little here, I did little here. I'm just perching like flies. Productive people don't multitask. Why? Research has shown that multitasking slows you down. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? When you multitask, that you do little here, do little here, do little here, do little here, at the end of the day, many people don't know. At the end of the day, it now becomes very difficult for them to be able to say, I have finished this today. Then I will tell you how you can actually multitask in order to be productive. And I'm going to cite an examples of how I do my thing. So you might think you are getting more done. That is the definition of being productive. You might think that you are getting things more done, like as we have explained. Oh, but jumping between jobs actually hinders your cognitive processing. Many people, in a bid to multitask, they find it difficult to finish up a task on time. They find it very difficult. So, because a lot is in their mind, like usual example that I usually use, like writing proposal. Some people want to write proposal, you write small, you didn't complete, you write small, you jump to another thing. At the end of the day, it takes you more energy to go back to something you have actually dropped. It takes you more energy. So the best thing to do is you focus on something, then you finish it. You clear your slate, you let that go. Then from there, you can then jump to another thing. Like if you have task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you are done with task 1, then you can move to task 2. The most productive people spend several hours on a single task, which allow them to get into a deep state of mental concentration, producing the best positive results. Whenever I'm doing something, I don't want distraction. I like to, if that thing, maybe peradventure, maybe I'm writing reports, no distraction. I want to be focused. I don't want to be distracted. I want to finish that report and let it get out of my way. Let me jump to another thing. So the issue of multitasking, it's like we usually get to a level in which then you can now multitask them after you have gotten mastery of whatever you are doing. I used to tell people any job or any work I devote my 1 hour on, in fact, that job, ile are, so to say, if I devote my 1 hour on a particular task, okay, for 1 hour, because I don't want distraction. So productive people don't multitask. They concentrate on a task, they get that task done, then they move to another one. Any clarification on that? Are we confused? So the second one, what's that? They close their inbox. What does that mean? Closing their inbox. Look at this picture. It's actually synonymous to what I call distraction. I'm going to speak more on that later. They close their inbox. They close their inbox. What does it mean to close inbox? Look at it. Emails, Teams, phones are wonderful tools, are they not? Phones, they are wonderful tools. But they can also be your biggest distraction. The most efficient worker delegates fixed times for checking and replying messages. If you notice me, if you call me during working hour, if I have 10 calls during working hour, I will struggle to pick 2. If I see my phone is ringing, I say, this one I can call him later, or this one I will never pick it. Yes, that has been my way. If I pick a call during the hours of my work, it must be so important because I don't want to get distracted. That is me. There are a lot of calls. I used to tell people that sent me WhatsApp, say, if you send me WhatsApp during my working hours, I will reply your WhatsApp message later in the night, maybe around 9:30 or 10 when I'm about to sleep. I won't respond to your WhatsApp message during working hour. I don't want to get distracted. That is me. So if I pick a call, it will be that, this call is very real or is so urgent that I need to. So productive people do what? They close their inbox. It is just an adage. They close their inbox. They have time to check messages. It's good. Find the best time for answering emails, regulated calls, check your social media handles and some other apps. Some people during during their working period or working hour, jumping from one social media to the other. No. There's no way one can actually be productive. So for productive people, they're always very, very focused. Spend the rest of the day with your inbox and apps closed and out of sight. You will be amazed at how much more you get done. Someone said, this year, I don't want to be too much closer to my phone. I said, may God help you. Because it's good, phone is good, but it could be as a source of what? Source of distraction. Do you agree with me? Number 3, so they eliminate distractions. We are talking about attributes of productive people. Highly productive people know the danger of unwanted distractions and take decisive steps to shut them down. It's important. For example, if you are seated in a noisy environment, don't be afraid to wear headphones or move away from the gossip co-workers or classmates. Yes, a lot of people, they want to talk, they want to gist and things like that. No, one needs to actually be focused. You know why? The reason is, I usually tell people when, maybe if I want to do something by 12 and it's around 10 o'clock, I say, 12, 2 hours of my life gone. That one cannot come back to me again. I attended an online program of a friend that celebrated golden anniversary, 50 years. The guys in Lagos. And he was saying in the year 2000, he was 25 years old. So he was surprised now that he's already celebrating 50 years. He said year 2000. He was how old? He was just 25 years old. But here is 2025. Oh my God. 25 plus year 20,000. So it's 50 years old. And like I said at the last edition, 50 years will not come at once. It will be coming in microseconds, seconds, minutes, year. Before you know what's happening. Pew, pew, pew. I usually look at myself because I can still remember when I was in secondary school, even with the position where I used to sit in the classroom then. I remember saying now, so whatever we should try and do what eliminate distraction. So, and that is what productive people do. Minimize distractions on your screen. That's another thing. Minimize distractions on your screen by closing browser tab, and above all, put your phone out of sight. If it's distracting, we need to put our phone out of sight. All these things are actually very, very important. Any contribution? Please, you can intercept me at any time. All right.
The last
She yeah.
so one of the
Okay.
minds of the way browser, you know, there are some words that you are actually using to
Okay.
how to develop more
Yeah.
that then shut down your phone and shut down.
Any browser that is not contributing to your level of productivity as at the time, as at that time. That's what I meant. Like, take for instance, if you are sewing clothes and you are watching YouTube on how to sew clothes, definitely that is not distraction. Is that not it? That is not distraction. That YouTube is teaching you how to sew. So what you are watching is in line with what you are doing. So it's contributing to your productivity. That is not distraction. You understand? All right.
And again, it can block ads.
Ads.
What they are doing. Because even the example you gave now, the way they design the arguments of all these browsers, the more you click on certain things, the more that that's how your interest lies. You are sewing and you are watching a sewing video. Before you reach that one, they bring ad, they bring ad. So if care is not taken, then you get more information about it.
Exactly. You get distracted.
So better we just block ads so that we concentrate.
Thank you very much for that. That is another way. So block all ads so that they don't just pop up at any time and get you distracted. Great. See, all these little things are the things that actually accumulate to form bigger things. Honestly, thank you for that. Like I said, you can intercept at any time. So that now they are not deterred by failure. This is key. I have forgotten the numbers of proposals I've written in my life, but I can tell you the numbers I have won through God's grace. If it were to be deterring from failure, the ones I have won, I wouldn't have won them if I had been disappointed. So many a times, this thing did not work. Maybe you apply for anything, application. They now send to you, sorry, your application is not considered at this time. So the next thing is that anytime you see any application, I'm not going to apply because no, forget it. Look at this picture. It starts with, I won't do it. Is that not? It graduates to what? I can do it. It graduates to what? I want to do it. It graduates to what? How do I do it? It graduates to what? I will try to do it. It graduates to I can do it. It graduates to I will do it. And what's the final? Success. Success. From I won't do it to what? To success. And that's how life is. Peradventure, you have made any application and they said, sorry, we are not considering you at this time. Forget it. Write again. Apply again. That's me. I have lost count of the numbers of emails that say, we are very sorry, your proposal is good, your this is good, but we cannot fund it at this time. I said, we lose some, we win some. That is how life is. So for productive people, they are not deterred by failure. Me, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm only telling you what, see, very stubborn. That I wrote a proposal now, it wasn't granted. Forget, if I see the next one, I will still write. Oh, I will still write. That is me. So for productive people, they are not deterred by failure. Forget it. The most productive people aren't afraid of making mistakes, and that's just it. They're not afraid of making mistakes. They take action without overanalyzing the consequences. This thing affects many people. They look at it, this action I want to take, will it work? This action I want to take, will it work? It cannot work. It will work. It cannot work. Forget it. So they take action without overanalyzing the consequences. How many of us know 7-Up? 7-Up that you drink. Do you know how the owner of 7-Up came to that name? 7-Up means 6 failure, the 7th time I got it. That's the meaning of 7-Up. The person that invented it tried 6 times. He didn't get it. So it was the 7th time he got the formula of 7-Up. And that's why I call it 7 thumbs up, 7-Up. So if he had stopped at maybe 2nd or 3rd stage, he wouldn't have gotten 7-Up. So productive people are not deterred by what? Failure. Forget it. They are not deterred by failure. They take action without overanalyzing the consequences and treat each failure as an opportunity for what? Improvement. Yes. Improvement. Opportunity for improvement. Nothing good works the first time. And that's why I said for this program, if it is one people who will continue, I have realized nothing good works the first time. If I should tell you the number of people that have reached out to me personally, we will be there, forget it. It doesn't. Some people will see me the following day, sir, we are very sorry for not coming, forget. Me, I'm not carried away. Yes, a lot of people say, oh, we will be there, we will do, forget. And the same thing is applicable to whatever you are doing. If you are looking for acceptance at the beginning, forget it, you won't get it. You won't get it. You won't get acceptance at the beginning, definitely. Definitely. So they take action without overanalyzing the consequences and treat each failure as an opportunity for what? For improvement. Taking risk is essential if you want to evolve into a productive, efficient, confident worker and what? Student. Dale Carnegie said, inactions breeds doubt and fear. Actions breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. If I begin to tell you how I've actually maneuvered failure, if I begin to tell, was it when I finished my NYSC, no job, I said, no job, I can't stay at home. In this Oshogo, I came to this Oshogo without knowing anybody, yes. Along that Dada estate, there is one lesson there. They usually, all these lessons that they teach, what do you call it? Tutorial center. Oh my God. I will take English, math, physics, chemistry, biology. An hour was 200 naira then, and that was 2010. So for me to have more money, I will have to take more class, more subjects, spend more hours. Come on. Nothing good comes easily. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not do what? Do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and do what? Get busy. Go out and get busy. Do you agree with me? All right. So like I said, you can intercept at any time. Now, said another productive attribute of productive people, they take small steps. Yes. Say big journeys begin with small steps. Yes. They take small steps, small steps, small steps. The beginning of a huge project always feels like the best time to clean up your desk or do things that are not convenient and simple. Literally, that you are here today is not convenient. Yes, that you are here today is not convenient. Today is not convenient for me too. But this is what must be done. So if you have any vision, this is the time for you to say, if it is only one person that will believe in my vision, I've got to start. Yes. An organization celebrated their 10 years recently. And I was saying, these 10 years that the organization started, thank God the organization is big now. I said, I remember when we were restructuring the name of the organization in one small cubicle. Say, no, 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 no. Don't let us call it this. Let's call it this. Let's call it this. Let's call it this. Let's call it this. In one small cubicle, one small office. In one small office. They take small steps at a time. Small steps at a time. And that is why I said, no, we need to start small steps at a time. You have any organization you want to register, start it. A step at a time. A step at a time. A step at a time. Yes, it's key and important. Convenient, it will be like, oh, this is the time for me. Like you have a morning you want to use to show into your vision, that will come. Don't spend this money. See, use that. They start the day early. Many times. All right, they start the day early. Anytime I want to write reports or I want to write proposal, I like to wake up so early, 4:30. Many times after I have written whatever I wrote, maybe from 4:30 to like 6 a.m., anytime I now went back to it, I said, wow, so I'm the one that wrote this beautiful thing. Now, if I want to write the same thing during the day, I found out that I usually write nonsense. What do I want to bring out? See, when you wake up early in the morning, your brain is settled. A lot of ideas runs through your mind, a lot of innovations. Before the rubbish of the day, before the horns, whoozing of cars and everything, they start the day early. And this is a secret. One of my Oyibo mentor taught me this. If I check my mail, he sent that article to me. Start your day early. So he was sharing his experience with me. I don't know him, but I subscribe to his article. He writes me every day. So he says, start the day early. When you start the day early, when you are awake and energized before the rest of the world, you have more alone time to prepare for the day. And that's just the truth. You have more day to prepare for the day. It's a few extra hours before the hustling starts. You know the hustling now? Oh, you know this hustling. Before your phone starts buzzing, before you have to deal with clients, parents, children. Make the most of this golden time. It's a golden time. Start your day early. Oh, you begin to practice it. When you start practicing it, it may be difficult. It's not, it may be. It will be difficult at first. It's not, it may be. It must be difficult at first. So don't think, oh, I will start tomorrow, and say, no. It must be difficult at first. It must. It won't be easy. But if you are consistent with it, it will get to a time that naturally, even if you don't have anything to do in the morning, you will have to wake up at that point. Productive people, they start the day early. It's key and important. We can try it, you will see. So they start the day early. Productive people, they plan the night before. It's key. You know, when maybe when it is like 8, 9, I usually tell my wife, tomorrow I want to do this. I will go this tomorrow. I am doing this. What I was trying to do is I was trying to plan for my night, plan for the day. They plan the night before the night comes. So I want to do this. I want to go here. I want to write this. I want to call this. I want to do this. They start the night. They plan the night before. Do you ever lie awake at night feeling anxious about tomorrow's workload? You look at it, that tomorrow, how am I going to do it? I will be here, I will be there, I will do this, I will do that. They say, do you ever lie awake at night feeling anxious about tomorrow's workload? Life can feel overwhelming when you have a chaotic day ahead. Is that yes? Someone will tell me I won't sleep. Someone will say, I will not be able to sleep. So I will not be able to sleep. But no, you can sleep. The most efficient workers, students, plan their morning schedule the night before. That's what I meant. They plan the night before, which helps to alleviate anxiety and uncertainty. And that's just it. Plan ahead. They plan the night ahead. If you are students, prepare your next book. Okay, tomorrow. Prepare your next book tonight. That is how to plan ahead. It said plan your day the night before. Say setting aside just 20 minutes to write a morning plan can save you a whole night of tossing and turning. And you can start being productive the seconds you wake up. Exactly. So plan your nights ahead. These are attributes of productive people. I do that a lot. I have a diary. It's a very big diary. This will be the third big diary I will use within the space of like 2 years. Everybody that knows me with my diary, a big diary. I write. Because that diary, when you write, you can, when you have that diary, that your diary can eventually become a book in the future. Yes. They call it parchment. What's that? If you are very good, if you are very good and productive, everybody will be running after you. I'm telling you. If you are very good at what you do, and you are very good at whatever, when you have mastery of what you do, everybody will be running after you. And that is why you must learn to say, yes, learn to say no. I learned in a hard way through this. I was doing the boy good. The boy is good. Everybody will be, please help me to fine-tune this proposal. Please help me to fine-tune this PowerPoint presentation. Please help me to pack. The boy is good. When we collapse, say they learn. Productive people learn how to say no. Let me now explain this. Truly productive people don't feel awkward about saying no. And this is what we need to learn. They understand the value of their own time and view it as a precious resources. Learn to say no. We must learn to say no, especially if you are very productive. Else, they will squeeze you, they will suck the good juice in you, and at the end of the day, they throw you away. Yes. Learn to say no. It's not because you are arrogant. No. Not. This doesn't mean they are rude. If you say no, it doesn't mean you are rude or dismissive. Dismissive is when you are trying to run away from something. But what can you do? He said, they simply explain their situation. I'm very sorry. I may not be able to take up this task as of today because of this, and this. Now, offer an alternative avenue, but in the meantime, I think you are saying no, but you are not saying no bluntly. You give advice to say, but I think you can do it this way. You can do it this way. And after you have done it this way, then you can get back to me. Someone was asking me to do a kind of reduction in presentation for. And I look at it. If I want to do this work, it's in MS Word. Reduce the pages, maybe from 30 to like 12 slides. It will take a lot of my time. And my table is filled up. I said the person should do the reduction on his own, send to me, then I will put it on slide. I've not said no. I've only looked at it. Whereas someone did that work and said, please help me to edit it. The difference is there. One had already completed the work. He only needs very little thing. But someone had not done much. Then, and that is why productive, you say, this does not mean that you are rude. No, you are not. So rather, you offer an alternative avenue of help or empower the person with the right advice so they can do it themselves. That is how productive people do. Because if you are not careful, oh my God, I'm speaking from experience, if you are not careful, like I said, they will just chop you like orange, you understand, or banana. They take the inside of banana, throw away the stone and the skin. They learn how to say no. the more, this is very important, and this is my advice. They love what they do. They love what they do. What does that mean? All the productivity tricks in the world are no good if you hate your job. Yes, we must love what we are doing. If we find ourselves in doing what we don't like, my advice will be that let's give it some time. After some time, let us quit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Productive people like what they, if you want to punish me, ask me to go and work probably in the bank and be interacting with machine. How will I be? I hate routine job in my life. That this is it. I will not be doing routine job for like 7 8. That is me. I have not said those who are doing routine job are bad people. What interests us differs. But as for me, I like to be creative. I did something today. Can I do it again in another way tomorrow? Can I still do it in another way in the next 3 4 days? I like to be creative. But maybe banking job or so, speak with the machine. I've not worked in the bank before actually. But any job that brings out creativity in me, I like it. So the most productive people are those who are passionate about their work and feel truly driven to achieve their goal. It's key. If you are not excited about the business you are doing, the course you are studying, the job you are doing, it's time to ask some big questions and reevaluate your situation. Honestly. Because, Ejo, I want to ask a question. Is there sense in someone running very fast in a wrong lane or wrong direction? Is there any... Why will you be running very fast in the wrong direction? That you know that this thing I am doing, I know I'm still coming back. Why? So those people love what they do. So those are the 9 key things of highly productive people before we go to productivity. Contributions. Contributions. Questions. Do we have any contribution or any question? All right. All right. Learning how to say no. Okay.
Like, how do you deal with people that even after giving them advice, I'm not saying I've tried to don't give you an advice, do this, and yet they are still insisting like you should do this, but they start doing going out like that.
If they are insisting, you give them terms and conditions. I'm willing to teach you, but you are insisting that I should do it for you. Okay, fine. This thing will not be done now. I'm going to do it in the next like 1 week because of my tight schedule. He said, no, you must do it now. I'm very sorry. Is either I teach you how to do it or you wait for me until when I have the time to do for you. Shikina. That's just it. Okay, you are not willing. See, one of the things I don't like is for me to be bamboozling people around. Do this for me, 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 do this for me. I don't like doing everything because there is wisdom in delegating, yes. But some people, because of their laziness, they are not ready to lift a pen. So they want everything to be done for them. Those people don't grow. They don't grow. Some people, they like sitting down, cross leg, and say, you go. Do this, do this, do this. At the end of the day, they don't grow. So if someone asks you to do something, and you know especially that that person is young, abba, teach the person, but he's not willing or she's not willing to learn. And he's insisting, you must do it. Okay, I've heard you, but not now because my hands are tied. can you wait till like 3, 4 days when I might have cleared my table, then I will now consider you in my schedule. If you say, no, 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 it must be now, waiting now, I won't help you now. You get my point? I hope I've answered your question. Yes. It's key and important. Productive people they say no. Productive people, they have learned how to say no. I help people a lot. If you ask me to do something, I quickly analyze. Honestly speaking, if you ask me to do something, I can. If I see that you are very serious and you are willing to learn, honestly, I will suspend whatever I am doing and focus on you. Honestly, that's me. But if I discover that there is no atom of seriousness in you, that you just want me to do everything and things like that, you get my point? I'll tell you, it's either I teach you or I let you, or you understand. So it depends on my understanding about that person. You get my point? It's about my understanding about that person. If I discover that you are lazy, you want me to be doing everything for you, okay, I will tell you that no, no, no. Some people, what they want is ready-made. They don't want to lift up a pen. They are very lazy and indolent. They don't want to do anything. They want everything to be done for them. No. No, 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 no. It's actually very, very good and very, very important. You understand me? Yeah. Any other thing? We go to the next one. We'll finish today. We'll finish this today. Positivity. All right. No, feel free.
Okay, I want to ask another question.
Okay.
Like the last question, like you said, productive people, they love what to do. But you know, in this country that we are now, many persons they are working, not like they really love the job, but at least they reach to an end for them. They are earning the money
Correct.
to sort something out. So how do we go about it? Because
Correct.
always kind of,
You are very correct. It had happened to me. In the process of you trying to make both ends meet, don't forget what you love to do. In the process, some people, yours might be fashion, but you know, if you want to go into it now, there is no money. You are now teaching. As you are teaching, don't forget fashion. You can bring the two together. You're only using that teaching as an end to a means. But you don't, it's not that you will now forget your whole vision, your total vision, and begin. No, 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 no. You can do the two. It's just that you don't have 100% on that. You don't have 100% to focus on that your vision, but you don't put it aside. Exactly. Like you have vision to become an author, and you are teaching in school. And continue with your teaching, but wake up, write something, keep it. Wake up, write something, keep it. Don't say olori. That's what the Yoruba will say. Yes. Because at the end of the day, when you discover that your productivity, just as I said, your productivity had fallen, they will show you the way out. They will bring in another person. Yes. So in the process of, I tell people, just like the scripture says, whatever your hands find doing, do it diligently. In the process of doing diligently, you don't forget your vision too. Because as you have said, you are very correct about the situation of the country. If you say you want to pursue your vision, it will take resources, it will take the little thing we are doing now. I know how it's taking resources, but the truth of the matter is it's just for a limited time. So don't forget your vision while you try to help others fulfill their vision. I've answered. Any other question? Feel free. I want it to be interactive to discuss, because all these things are actually very important, honestly. There are things we were not taught in school that affect our lives. Yes. There is no school they will teach you vision. They just teach you MTH 419, GNS 202. They won't teach us all this. And these are things that matter. All right, so thank you for those contributions. Sorry. Does this make sense? Does it make sense? Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend first 4 hours sharpening the axe. What does that mean?
Once the axe is sharp, I will use less energy and less effort.
Great. Great. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe, as we have explained. And that's just it. Many of us, we don't build our capacity. And that is why I told us the other time about the issue of multitasking. You have not built your capacity to some extent on a particular thing. You just drop it. You now went. There are some people, there's no business they have not ventured into. Ask them what they have brought out of it. Is it that they do this, they encounter problem? Problem. They run away. They start another one. Problem. They run away. Come on. That's not life. And that is what I meant by not being multitasking, that focus on a particular thing. Get onions from those things. Focus on it and get it right. Get it well before you jump into another thing. He said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. When I start, I like writing proposals. I tell people, considering the job, the nature of my job that I have developed career in, if you are doing the kind of my job and you don't know how to write proposal, you're only wasting your time. Because if it's your own is to, okay, I have come to implement, AI will implement for you now. Yes. And there is no big deal in implementing project. A dummy that has very little knowledge can read a proposal and implement, but a dummy cannot bring out ideas in form of proposal. A dummy cannot. So implementing, what is it to implement? Forget and pack well. So what I did was I built my capacity. I ensured that no, this proposal writing, no, I have not stopped though. I still continue to read. I won't say I have written this and won, I will now become local champion. No. So that is what I'm saying. This man said, if you give me 6 hours, rather than cutting the tree to half level, leave the tree, still go to another tree, cut it to half level, leave the tree. No, he said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend first 4 hours to sharpen it. As they have said, in cutting down the tree, you will spend less energy. So by the time you are done with this tree, you have cut this tree down, you still have residual energy to go and cut another tree because you have sharpened your axe. Yes, that's it. Because you have sharpened, we have sharpened your axe. But some people, they will not sharpen their axe. They will be using blunt axe to cut tree. They will cut. What will now happen? They will be tired. They have not gotten the work done. They are tired already. And the energy for you to sharpen an axe is lesser to the energy you use in cutting it. And that is why some people spend unnecessary energy in doing something that is not productive at all. Anytime they invite me in schools, higher institutions, students, look at you. It is on Saturday you will bring out your clothes. Saturday morning, Saturday morning you will bring out your clothes and you'll be washing clothes Saturday morning. You are using fresh brain to wash dirty clothes. Do you need fresh brain to wash dirty clothes? You don't need fresh brain to wash dirty clothes. You need tired brain to wash dirty clothes because your brain is not required to wash dirty clothes, but your fresh brain is required to study. Yes. And that is that some of them, Saturday yẹn náà rántí pé mo fẹ́ fọṣọ torí pé mo lọ sí lecture room. For someone that is productive, you will first read that Saturday. Tó bá wá ti di 12:1, you can now bring out your clothes. What do I want to bring out from there? I'm telling us that many of us, we are spending our energy on something that is not giving back to us. You don't need fresh brain to watch Facebook. Do you? You don't need fresh brain. All these things I watch too. I'm not saying I'm saying to. I watch Facebook. My wife knows I watch Facebook. I watch Twitter. Yes. I'm not saying saints, but you will never see me in the morning watching Facebook. If you want to know when I just watch Facebook at night, even watch my posts, I post at night. I won't use fresh brain to watch. I don't need fresh brain to watch reels. I don't need that. I only need tired brain so that I can relax. Have I answered your question? All right. So it's very good for us to know this, that if you are given 6 hours, and the same thing is applicable to proposal. Sorry for using proposal. That is my own job. But you need to know what is peculiar to your own job too. If I see a call for proposal, rather than me jumping into call for proposal, I can use 2 or 3 days to read through the call for proposal. Read and read again. Read and read again. I'm using 4 hours to sharpen my. So by the time I start like this, I tell people I can finish proposal within 2 days. I will read and read and read. So what I was doing is I'm trying to sharpen my brain so that I can know what to write. Have I answered your question? All right. Positivity. We are moving gradually. So the practice of being or tendency to be positive or optimistic, confidence in attitude. If I want to begin to discuss on attitude, it's another discussion for another day. Attitude, positivity, mindset, your mind. Following are some ways to think and behave. Don't worry, positivity is the last P. Sure, you remember? The last P. We are discussing about. So we'll finish today. Following are some ways to think and behave in a more positive and optimistic way. Positivity. Number 1, identify areas to what? To change. Identify areas to change. That is what C. No one is perfect. Welcome, sir. No one is perfect. There will always be areas of change. Number 2, check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's key. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Some people, they are wrecking themselves because they didn't check themselves. See, this is our brain. If one is fond of waking up in the morning, check Facebook, check all these things as you have said, literally you will discover that it will become your routine. And like I said, you don't need fresh brain to watch Facebook. You don't need fresh brain to watch Twitter. So what we are doing to our brain is that we are limiting our brain to expand. Our brain is elastic, and that is why it's bigger than, thank God we have media, 30 terabytes. If you are to calculate the information our brain has stored, it's more than 30 terabytes, right from childhood. So our brain has ability to expand, but it depends on whatever we are putting into it. So, and that is what we need to check. Am I expanding my brain? Am I limiting my brain? Is key. It's actually very important. Be open to humor. These are ways to be what? Positive and optimistic. And lastly, surround yourself with what? Positive people. I think I've told us the story of a man the story of a man that gave birth to two children. I think maybe so. Those two children grew up, so they became different set of people. One became successful, another one became a drunkard. Then pressmen interviewed the two of them and said, "You, how manage you were successful?" The man said, I need to be successful because I don't want to become a drunk like my father. Okay. The pressmen interviewed the second one and said, "Why do you turn out to be a drunkard?" The man said, how do you expect me to be successful when I have a father as a drunkard? See, like, so the kind of people we surround ourselves with determine whether we'll be positive or not. Surround yourself with positive people. It's actually very important. If I discover some people are lazy, I just park them aside. Lazy, enjoy your laziness while it lasts. But I have an elderly person tó máa sọ pé iṣẹ́ tó le ọ̀lẹ ló máa ṣe last, and it's just the truth. Iṣẹ́ tó le lọ̀lẹ máa ṣe last. You say? Yes, o iṣẹ́ tó le àbí ìsàyẹ̀mí iṣẹ́ tó le lọ̀lẹ máa ṣe last. Ọ̀lẹ tó ń ṣàkúnṣẹ́ ìgbà tó wá dàgbà ó ṣàgbọ́dọ̀ jẹun, so ìgbà yẹn ló wá fẹ́ máa iṣẹ́ tó le. So we need to surround ourselves with positive people. That's now the final word. I summarize everything as the final word. Then we will discuss, because by 6:30 or thereabouts, I want us to close. The final word is what I said, how to be successful in reaching your goals, in reaching my goals. Number one is what? Build a growth mindset. There are a lot of things that can discourage one, I must confess. A lot of things. We need to build a growth what? Mindset. Build a growth mindset. That's number one, honestly. Things might not be working as expected. We must not stop. Let's just continue. We need to continue. I must continue. It's a growth mindset. I need to know this. I need to enlarge. I need to expand my horizon. See, when I read about AI, with the way this AI thing is going, there's every likelihood that we will wake up and they will ask us, what is your name? And we will quickly go back and say, let me ask AI. I tell you, with the way AI is going, he said, what is my name? You mean you ask me my name? Let me ask AI. AI, what is my name? You know why? Because people are not growing again. And those people that invented AI, they invented AI because they do not have enough human resources. In abroad, in civilized world, they do not have human resources. And that is why you will see America saying, visa lottery. That we want black to come. We want black to come. We have opened our border. Let people come and work, because they do not have enough human power. Is it the same in Nigeria? I'm not downplaying AI. I'm only saying it will get to a time that people will know next to nothing. You want to type a letter, ask AI, and AI will bring it. So when that person now get to the interview, one will not be opportune to ask AI the question one is being asked during interview. I will follow. What am I saying? We should build a growth mindset. It's key and important. We should. Number two, rather than focusing on artificial intelligence, we need to focus on our what? Emotional intelligence. Improve your emotional intelligence is key. How do we improve? Some of us, we read, fantastic, we must not stop. Some of us, we are eager to learn, great, we must not stop. Yes. Some of us want to break honestly, we must not stop. we must improve our emotional intelligence. Part of improving our emotional intelligence is this AI. Let's read about it, how it is. So it's key. We must set achievable goals. Like I said, when we were planning for this program, I said if I see just one person, I'm achieved. One person. One. So I had already set goals because I have seen, I have read about how big organizations become big, how they are big. They were not big overnight. I've forgotten the name of this man, the owner of Shahara Groups. Shahara Groups. It's not Shahara Reporter, it's not Omoyele Sowore. Shahara Groups, Shahara Igbo, I read it. Igbo, he is an Igbo, I've forgotten about his name. He was explaining how they started very small. discuss with you or diagnose you. I'm sorry to say, I know I'm online. I'm not actually trying to downgrade them. But the truth of the matter is this. Before we can experience the proliferation of this AI in this our country, Nigeria, we're not talking about 10 years. We're not talking about 20 years. We're not talking about that. And majority of people who now use AI to write CV, to write essay, to do something, let them have 20 years to their age. Let them have. So it's either you master AI, you study AI, very good, and travel out of the country. Fantastic. But you want to say, okay, AI course C, like the plan I have for my children, very good. They can study AI, but I know that they will not study here in the country. You get my point? So I'm only saying this because majority are saying AI, so they are not stretching their brain. That's what I am saying. And a stretched brain coupled with AI will perform wonders. Rather than a dull brain, you understand? You get my point? So I'm not against AI at all. No. Me, I'm reading about AI. But I will not allow AI to do what I should use my brain. I remember when we were in secondary school, you are part. Majority of us here, when you are writing JAM, do they allow calculator? Don't you know that the AI of them is our calculator? And they never allow calculator. So when we go to JAM, they will say, no, don't come in with your JAM. You will use algorithm, trigonometry, everything, pie chart, SOHCAHTOA, everything. You will use your brain. That was AI then. But now, if you say our children 2 plus 4, let me look for calculator. 2 plus 4. 6. Let me get away backward. You understand? I'm not against AI, honest. I'm not against AI. It's just that I am saying that we must not allow AI to limit our reasoning. If our brain, if we develop ourselves mentally, AI will help us. Rather than, because I can't deceive you. There are a lot of things, when I go to some hospitals carrying files and everything, there are a lot of things that is awkward. And, I hope I've answered your question. So AI is good. Let's begin. AI is good. Let's read about it. If we have the opportunity to learn about it, great and good. AI is good. But we shouldn't allow that. So thank you very much. So thank you, everyone. Our media team, we are very, very grateful. Thank you for your support. Thank you, everyone that, I don't want to be mentioning names one after the other. Thank you, everyone. I'm happy that we can see the little beginning. Just like my guy will always say, Mr. Makede, we can see the little beginning of everything we are doing. Let's just give ourselves 10 years. 10 years is even much. I have added 10 years to my age, and I have given myself a long-term goal. And that is why I quickly want to start now. Because that 10 years, when I am, maybe I'll be writing books about 50, I'll be able to say, this I started 10 years ago. But here I am today, to the glory of God. So it's a long-term goal. So our beginning is small, but our later end shall be greatly increased. So thank you, everyone, for coming. I sincerely appreciate it. So next month, another 3rd Saturday, we will be here by God's grace to hail and happy and in our multiplied fold. Thank you. So thank you very much. Is that? Only okay. The next Saturday, only Saturday. Yes, is in the evening. Since we will go to church in the morning. Church in the evening, but we will communicate if it is. No. Oh, is it? No. Change the church. No man, no evening. It's only Catholic. Okay. Let's see. Go. Are we home? Okay. It is stop. Okay. So So thank you. We'll see how we'll go about it. But we are thinking if